I want to be buried with these things. I will never take them off. Sorry.
So I'm not here to debate whether or not you wear your rings or not. I don't wear mine to work. I have a silicone one I wear on a regular basis, and I save the diamonds for very, very special occasions. That's just me. You do what makes you happy. However, you need to be able to take your rings off, because if something happens and your hand swells and you come to the ER, I'm going to be the one taking it off, and you're not going to like it when I do it. So whether that's something like an injury or trauma, even if it's just like you kind of run your hand into the door, your hand might swell and those rings will get stuck and compromise the circulation to your fingers. So anytime an injury happens, honestly, on the whole arm, take your rings off. Take them off. I don't care if you put them on your pinky. Usually that tends to be okay, but take the rings off. Or if you get pregnant, everything tends to swell later in pregnancy, especially if it's in the summer, and your hands will swell, and again, those rings will compromise the circulation. And then you're going to be very pregnant and very sad, and you're going to come to the emergency department, and I'm going to have to take your rings off, and you're really not going to like that, and there's going to be a lot of tears involved. You need to be able to remove your rings, and when things occur, you need to take them off. Like, that is step one. I've had multiple people who have like some sort of injury to their hand or something. And of course, that's not what you're thinking about. You're not thinking about, I need to take my rings off. I understand that. But try to put that in your head. If something happens to my hand or arm on that side, I need to get my rings off quickly before the swelling starts. Because the other thing is, in the ER, we can cut gold rings. Gold is easy. Gold is malleable. We can do that. But those harder metals, like surgical steel or tungsten or anything like that, we don't have a way to cut that. So you're setting yourself up for failure a little bit. And again, I have some ER girly tips and tricks to get rings off, but I will tell you right now, they are not comfortable. They are painful for me to do. But it does get your ring off and saves the integrity of the ring without you having to take it to a jeweler to get it fixed again. But yes, if something happens, if you are starting to swell for any reason, whether it's injury or pregnancy or something else, please, please, please take your rings off. You will thank me when their integrity is saved.